I've seen variations of agree to disagree pop up fairly frequently lately, and I thought it's worth addressing. Can we agree to disagree on substantive, possibly divisive issues? The answer is a definite maybe. Here's why. Everything depends on intent. Everything depends on whether our agreement or disagreement is about a situation, whether that agreement or disagreement itself is causing harm. Let me give you a couple examples. Suppose I said, and I do not believe this is true at all, just to be crystal clear, suppose a fictional version of me, right? A fictional version of me said that Koreans are the superior race. We are better at math and science. We are better looking. We make more money, etc. How does it make you feel? Right? You would rightly say, wow, this guy's kind of an asshole, right? But we could agree to disagree because that's opinion, right? And you probably think the fictional version of me is wrong, and it doesn't really hurt you, right? My opinion doesn't hurt you. It's obnoxious, but it doesn't cause you harm. Now, suppose I said all that, but also said, because we are clearly superior, we deserve and we are entitled to preferential treatment. Koreans should be the first in line for medical services. We should get bigger tax breaks. Maybe we should even say, white people, they shouldn't get those things because Koreans are better. How does that make you feel? Right? Not only is that fictional version of me still an asshole, but now I'm intending to inflict harm on you if you are not Korean, right? I don't think we can agree to disagree anymore, right? You shouldn't think so because that attitude, that fictional version of me is trying to hurt you. I'm trying to hurt your family. You shouldn't put up with that, right? That's not only is it obnoxious, it's wrong. It's morally wrong. Let's do another one. I'm Buddhist by practice. Suppose, here we go, fictional version of me, right, says that Buddhism is the one true religion, the one true path. Believers achieve nirvana and relieve themselves of suffering, and everybody else just stays trapped in hell until you wake up and realize the true path. Now, again, this is technically correct, but we would call this Buddhism for assholes, right? Can we agree to disagree if you are Christian or Jewish or Muslim or Hindu or atheist? Probably. You'll still think that version of me is an asshole, and you'd be right, but we can agree to disagree. It's a difference of opinion. It's not hurting you. Now, fictional version of me says that the only religion that should be practiced is Buddhism. It's the best religion. We should get special tax breaks on our temples. Or, you know what, even better, let's go all out and ban the Bible, ban the Torah, ban the Quran. You're not allowed to speak publicly about it, and we're going to even file takedown requests of your content online. That sucks a lot more, right? Doesn't it? Can we agree to disagree that fictional version of me's plan for your religion is something that is just a difference of opinion? No. No, because now I'm inflicting harm on you. I'm challenging your right to practice, right, to be who you are, right? So once I start to intentionally hurt you with my point of view, you shouldn't agree to disagree with me anymore. You shouldn't sit by idly while I treat you like a punching bag with my religion, right? It doesn't feel good. On a very practical basis, suppose the fictional version of me threatens to punch you in the face and you believe I intend to do it. You think I have the means to do so. You have the opportunity to do so. Should we agree to disagree that me wanting to hurt you is just a difference of opinion? No. You should want to get away from me. Probably call the cops and so forth, because I'm clearly unhinged and a threat to you. Right? This is why we can't agree to disagree on substantially divisive issues with certain points of view. Those points of view that are harmful to others. Right? Things like some types of gun laws, abortion, climate change, COVID policies, and so forth. Not because one opinion is more valid than another, though some facts are more valid than others, but that's a story for another time. One opinion isn't necessarily more valid than another, but some opinions, some points of view are rooted in the intent to do harm to someone else, right? You shouldn't have to pretend to agree or pretend to be civil with someone who wants to hurt you, someone who intends you harm. And if your point of view is doing harm to someone else, it's unreasonable to expect them to be civil or agree with you. You're hurting them just the same way you don't want them hurting you, intentionally hurting you. So that's why for some things, yeah, we can't agree to disagree. When you are trying to cause me harm, or when I am trying to cause you harm, there's no common ground, because the common ground means somebody's getting hurt, and that's not okay.